Hi everybody. Hi. I think right now is in a good position. My name is Lucrecia. Please let me know if you are seeing in the right position. It's not sideways like last week was wrong, but I figured out what was the problem. Well, please send me a messages how you see this video, please. Well, I am a director of the puppet workshop. Today is Saturday, April 11, and it's the session number 6. I try to follow the schedule I had from the beginning when I was directing the workshop on 6th Street Community Center. And I think I am in a good step by step. I'm doing okay. But next week is going to be very busy week because I have too many things at the same time. This week was a little lazy because some issues I have to resolve. But I think for next week I will really keep focusing in the project. Well, like I said before, today is the session 6. I will try to make a little remember for everybody in what step we are, especially for the people are not enjoying this live from the beginning. We are an organization called Earth Celebration, and I am a director of that puppet workshop on Saturdays. At the same time, we have another workshop, custom design on Wednesday, directed by Michelle. And this year, we are focusing in 3 different characters. I'm calling my work characters because these puppets are representing different concepts. And I'm going to hold the phone. I already set up on the table the drawings, the designs I made, so you can understand a little more what we are making in this organization for many years. Actually, if you check on other videos, especially last week, I was telling a little bit at the beginning of my experience with Earth Celebration. Well, I'm going to hold the phone and I'm going to turn to the pictures and I'm going to explain a little bit in a visual way what is this work. Okay. These are, I set up in this table the designs for this year. So I'm going to go directly to the first design. Number 1 is called carbon sequestration. Like I told you before, the designs are a work, I can tell you it's a teamwork because the founder of organization, Felicia Young, she decided what concept we are going to work. And we, as visual artists, we have to express this concept through drawings first. According to get these ideas, I have to research because obviously I'm not into completely in the subject. So what mean carbon sequestration? So you can see here the drawing. What that drawing, this drawing are. Carbon sequestration is practically the storages. Where in the earth we have storages where we can save the carbon hydroxide. That is that right word? Hydroxide. Yeah. So I can say the elements or the places where you can find this are, for example, plants. So if I go closer, I designed this to represent plants. Trees, yes, trees. Soil, flowers, the root, all the thing called coastal wetlands, yeah? So by the picture is not very clear in terms of color, but around the nose, you can see that it's water. If you can see in the top of the nose, all the curved lines are waves representing water. I use also the lips. If you can see here, the lips is maybe ground. So that is the thing I'm going to decide later in terms of color. What colors I'm going to use for the face. What are all of these coming from the top of the tree here are the branches. But the branches goes to the ground and goes into the water sometimes, yes? The coastal wetlands, the mangroves also are places where we can save the carbon hydroxide. It's a hard word for me to pronounce. Well, sea grass also, if you imagine that it's the water over there with the waves, so there are grasses. If you pay attention, of course, not right now because we have to be on home, but when you have a chance to go outside, pay attention about all these aspects I mentioned here because they are important storages where we can save the carbon. So in the top of the head, I made the sun edges, yes? So everything is connected with the same concept about carbon sequestration. Sun is very important in this concept too. So this is going to be the first puppet face. Second one is called zero waste. Zero waste. Hola Rosa, ¿cómo estás? Felicidades. Oh, Cecilia, thank you. Somebody is watching this live from Valparaíso. Cecilia, let me know if you are in Valparaíso, Chile. Wow, this is great. Gracias, Cecilia. En Spanish, I'm going to say in Spanish. Tengo a una amiga de mucho tiempo atrás, no veo hace muchos años, pero ella está live mirando este video. Cecilia, espero que tus niños puedan inspirarse y tú también en este proyecto. I hope you can inspire in this project, Cecilia. Rosa, hi, gracias. Okay. I was talking about zero waste. Zero waste is another concept. like I told you before, I have to research about that, what this means. So if you don't have any idea what this means, I was in the same situation. So that is something I'm very glad when I have these challenges to work in our celebration, is because make me research and make me learn about many things, new things, and how I can inspire making a puppet makes sense now, because I connect concept with the visual art. Okay, what does zero waste mean? Zero waste is practically a goal, la meta que necesitamos tener para poder ayudar a preservar muchos materiales y reutilizándolos. Entonces es como cambiar nuestros estilos de vida y prácticas, recuperando muchos elementos y los podemos reusar, ¿sí? Entonces, what that mean is a goal, so the people can change their lifestyles and practices conserving and recovering all resources. For example, if you see here, all edges here in the top of the head has the letter R. Start with the letter R. So for example, recover, this is the tool, how we can use this tool to recover things. Repurpose, reuse. So for example, some containers, glass container, we can use to put something inside, yes? Rethink, yes, all the time we have to rethink before throw away things. So rethink is good, introduce here. Reduce, so for example, we can say reduce the wasting energy. So be sure when you go outside or you are not in the room anymore, turn the light off. Yes, that is an example. Refuse. Oh, recycle is very, very, very common, and everybody can understand this design. Yes, recycle. And repair. Root is also important. That means all the organic thing after we cooked, for example, we can bring back to the ground, yes? And make another plant, get all the nutrientes. Oh my goodness. To feed a plant. So Felicia, what are you asking me? I recheck your message because it's a little confusing. Okay, so that is the number 2 of zero waste. So what about the climate water? Climate water is the third puppet I'm working with. Climate water is the design represents how the global warming impacts the water. Yeah. So in this case, for example, the left side, that part of the face represents how more water evaporates on lands. You can see the design. Evaporate on lands and oceans warming the atmosphere, holding more water, increasing precipitation and flooding. I'm going to go close. That part of the design is the struggle causing for more precipitation of water. Good information. You're welcome, Rosa. Yeah. I learn a lot, so that is the idea. Yes, if you learn something, you have to tell another people about this. So this design is, can you see here? All the bottles and garbage you can find. That design, I know you can recognize what is that. So caused a lot of problem in the whales and species underwater. So this earth is upset, definitely, is mean also. What happened? All the flooding, yes, underwater. So that here I try to represent like tears from the eyes, but it's also how all the snow is melted, yes, from the mountain. That is provoking a lot more water in the ocean, yes. Okay, but another part also connected with the global warming is what happened in another part of our world, like for example in Australia. It's not, probably there are more precipitation, but in certain areas of the world, like in Australia, there are a lot of fires, and that is because less precipitation are living arid areas increasingly dry. That is another aspect of this climate water spirit. This is a very intense phase. So the right side show you the idealistic, yes, how supposed to be. So trees, healthy trees with fruit, some of them, nice green color, the sun, very appropriate temperature. Here, look, the little duck is enjoying the water, is enjoying the raining also. It's the normal way. Fishes are happy in compare with this. A brief information very fast for the speaking Spanish people. There are people in Chile, family, my mom, my mother-in-law is watching this video. So very fast. Esta máscara, este concepto se llama agua, el producto del agua. Oh my God, me cuesta traducir ahora. Estoy en el momento en que estoy hablando inglés, pero estoy perdiendo el español. I'm saying I am in the step, I'm learning more English or try to pronounce better English, but I'm totally forgotten how translate in Spanish. That is embarrassed. It's not supposed to be like that. So alguien que hable español me dice, por favor, ¿cómo traduces esto? Climate water. Bueno, el cambio climático que afecta al agua. En el fondo es eso. Entonces, esta cara tiene dos expresiones. Una que muestra cómo
excesiva cantidad de agua que cae en algunas partes de la tierra van a provocar inundaciones. Las casas se llenan de agua, aumenta la contaminación del agua, more pollution on the water. Es mucho problema como el cambio climático. Las montañas empiezan con la temperatura más alta, empiezan a derretirse, los hielos empiezan a derretirse y cae entonces mucho más nieve, y ahí es que aumenta la cantidad de agua en el mar, y eso provoca que el mar avanza hacia las casas y las termina inundando. Eso también ocurre en los ríos, en los lagos. Entonces esta tierra está sufriendo. La otra parte de arriba también muestra otro aspecto del cambio climático, y lo expresamos de esta forma. Como en Australia últimamente lo que hubo fue muchos incendios. Eso se debe porque debido al cambio climático la temperatura es tan alta, pero también no ha llovido mucho en esas áreas, por lo tanto empiezan a aparecer muchos incendios y la tierra empieza a ser más árida, ¿ya? Bueno, en un mundo ideal se esperaría que tuviéramos árboles saludables, muchos que nos den frutas, ¿verdad? Eso es lo que traté de expresar en este lado de la cara. El sol que está trabajando a una buena temperatura, las lagrimitas, que en este caso acá son lágrimas que provocan mucho problema. En este caso son lluvias que van a hacer crecer las plantitas, y los patitos pueden estar felices en el agua. Estaba diciendo en español, decía que the raining water here are no heart tearing lágrimas, that raining is totally necessary for the earth and for the water too, but in a good amount. So I always represent faces thinking about these are, it's like humanized. Yes, humanize this character, has a face, and also I was adding here the hair coming from the side of the face, like a headdress. You see, looks like a headdress. So that one, the strings can represent the water, and side by side. Okay. What I'm going to do now. Okay, this is just so you can understand much better what we are doing. So during the next week, I will try to figure out how to resolve this. Another aspect of the project is the character has to have a dress. So this dress is going to be for that one. Carbon sequestration, the front. I'm showing just the front dress because I have to decide, depending on how much time I have and depending how I'm going to design this puppet this year. Maybe it's very important go for the front side at the beginning. So here is the design, how this carbon hydroxide works. Yes, important element. This is part of the classes we got when we were in the school, photosynthesis. Yeah, so the sun is very important element here. what happened with the CO2. All the CO2 go down to the air. It's a cycle, yes? Can you see here? Go to the root under the water. It's all cycles. And the poop of animals are very important in this process. And also factories are expelling all this CO2. But these are the explanation how we can get these storages in the root, in the plant, in the soil, coastal wetland, mangroves, and seagrasses. Shells from the water. Yeah, that is the connection between this dress and this face. So you know, me as a teaching artist and visual artist, we know and I know how important is the repetition. So because these puppets are on the street, people need to see from far all these elements. Of course, we will write the name on the dress. This is zero waste. Zero waste, that is the design. Recycle, I decided to use this design because everybody understands what this means, yes? And also important, very important is what color we use for each puppet. Using, if you see the face, I'm using a brown tone, brown light tones, like natural colors, yes? Same thing here. That is going to be next week, painting classes. Now just preparing to you for this step. So this is climate water, and this is the design for the dress. I'm showing just the front dress. Again, all fire around the left side of the sphere. This is a word. And the right side is gold. Like, you see the contrast, very important, very intense also. Climate, water, spirits, front dress. So now, just you can have an idea what is going on when we connect the part. This design art from last year. This design is called Rain Garden Spirit or Water Spirit. It's a long name, Coastal Resilience, Rainwater Spirit. Okay, so that is one of the puppets we made with the volunteers on the studio, a celebration place. So the same idea, raining water. So here is the design, how it's supposed to be when you connect. Here the neck. Oh my goodness, this is my spelling. I have a problem with my spelling now. Okay, so that is here the neck is a pipe I'm using because it's stronger. And this is the dress. I remember the volunteers, they work very hard in this piece. I think this is from, not from last year actually, from 2 years ago. From and back, yeah, that is from 2 years ago. But this is the idea. And now, if you see in this picture, don't get it yet, so this is the explanation. The design was in this way, so the puppeteer is inside the puppet. It's something I'm thinking I'm not going to do this year because anything happen soon in May 9th. Any person use this puppet to the presentation, because it's not going to be, definitely it's not going to be a parade. I don't think it's going to happen. But anyways, we have to do something on May. And we have a plenty time to all the artists choose a time where we can make a live video with a puppet in action. So that one, very fast, the same idea. This is not a puppet from last year, but it's 2 years ago. But anyways, it's good to see. This is called renewable. Oh my God, it's a hard word for me. Energy spirit. Okay. All this. The footprint, very important. And the puppeteer inside. From years before, this is just to make the people a little excited about what we are doing. Years ago, when we were in I believe in Chelsea Street, in some community center in Tribeca area, the volunteers help me to make this puppet. There are somebody inside here. The face of the puppeteer is supposed to be around there. This was a friendly puppet. You can see the girl. She is not afraid. Okay. Este puppet lo hicimos muchos años atrás en un centro en el área de Tribeca. Y pueden ver que a pesar de que es grande, esta niñita está muy intrigada y curiosa. ¿Quién mueve este puppet? My dear friend Dimitri, he was puppeteering this puppet. Actually, he works with me for a long time in Máscara Viva group. Okay, just to this is a long time ago also a parade where we made a big sun face. It's very important. I found this picture because this parade was all the puppets we made for this parade were making on 6th Street Community Center. So that this year was very important for me because it's like I supposed to went back to the first place. I started the first workshop ever in Earth Celebration. So that picture I found, this is in a Lower East Side when we were making a parade for make the people aware about the community garden in a Lower East Side. So this picture here, Felicia, if you are seeing this video, I think I'm going to design this kind of puppet this year. But if I am able to order the harnesses, because I use harnesses for my own puppet and works very good, could be nice. These are from long time ago also. The same time we made this parade, I think was 2 years after, I designed this representation of the sky. This is the land with leaves, and this is the water. These are the three elements or three spirits: sky, earth, and water. So we will see. I'm going to keep in touch, Felicia, with you and tell how we can develop this puppet. But I think here there are a hole. Este orificio es donde va la cabeza del puppeteer. Y lo pueden ver acá. Here, you can see here. So these are the puppet, the same puppet in action from years ago, Lower East Side Community Garden. Okay, that one was from the time we made the community garden in the Lower East Side. And I found this picture. There are some shadow here, I don't know. Okay. I believe it's the shadow from my room. Ooh. Okay, here. So this puppet, I designed this puppet when we were making the parade in a Hudson River parade. So we make the people aware and how important is clean the water, avoid throw things on the water because there are species in the water. And I learned, in that time I learned in the Hudson River we have caballitos de mar y fishes in general. We have a lot of fishes. Seahorses and fishes we have in the Hudson River. So Hudson River is a place where the species from the ocean got a place, and they start migrating to the river. It's very interesting. We find out also there are ostras. That is a hard word to pronounce, but there are a lot of species from the ocean, salty water, that species live in the Hudson River, which is not totally salty, yes, in that areas. It's more. Okay, that is practically all the thing I'm showing in terms of the design. And I'm going to put this in the stand. Okay. Uy, okay. Hi, Richard Vasquez. How are you? Hi. I miss you. Okay, I'm going to take this off the table, and it's very inspired when we have a chance to see picture. I didn't see this picture for a long time, but make me think. We really has organization. We are making for a long time many different research, and to me makes sense. The organization has a lot of knowledge,
and we are in charge of let the people know about this. Let the people talking about people in general, people like artists, of course, artists, because we ask to different artists, visual artists, musician, choreographer, dancers, filmmaker, poets, to be involved in this organization, because everybody has something to say. How soon we know about it, yes? When we research and learn, we are in a position to be active. And that is a good thing. If we, as a visual artist, also, especially the people are teaching artists, we have the passion to tell and to teach. And we are sharing. That is important. No all artists are in that position to spend some time to tell what do you do or what they do. It's okay to me, so I'm not thinking they are not doing the right thing, but I think is part of the another talent the artists have, or some artists have, is the way we can teach. So for some people say, no, I don't know how to communicate what I do, and it's okay to me. But as soon we find out we can do it, even if we have some limitation, and we still need to work in the pronunciation and everything like that. I think if we are okay sharing things we know, it's a plus, because we can inspire more people, yes? Well, now, the thing I'm going to do now is tell what I did during the past week. Okay, I'm holding the iPhone again, and I'm going to put in another place here. Okay. Here, you can see me. Hi. Cecilia, are you still here, Cecilia? I hope my mother-in-law is seeing me, because she's using the tablet like crazy. She learned about many things on YouTube. And she's a grandma. So it's like I said a long time ago, Leticia, you can make it. You can use the technology. Yes, I hope she can see this. If it's not doing right now, it will help you to do it. Leticia, si me estás escuchando, anota un comentario. Si no, vamos a hablar más tarde para que te explique cómo puedes conectarte a este video, porque lo voy a save it, a asegurar. Okay, during the week, I was working in the puppet. Yes, you cannot see me right now, but I hope you can hear me. With all the knowledge you have about the design I made, you can recognize this one? Can you recognize this one? Somebody can write in a message what character is this one? 1, 2, 3. What characters? Nobody? Nobody is connected to this character. 2, 3 is carbon sequestration character. Yes? Carbon sequestration. Mirror.
carbon sequestration character. Okay. What I did last week, just this week, I finished on yesterday. So I add the fabric. I found these all sheets I had at home. So I cut different rectangles, different sizes, and I add inside the mask. After I add in the corner, the paper in the corner. Okay, and also I did here, that one is the fabric and the edges also. I posted today in the morning the videos I record for this process. Now, what happened with this piece? This piece has a top taller than another pieces. So when I put the stand up to dry, that one curve a little bit. So I use the heavy thing to put inside in the top of the headdress. I can call this as a headdress. Do you remember what piece is this? This piece is this one, yes? So must be a little taller in the top because we have to add the trees. I find out was a curve. I don't know if help a little bit to put this thing because it was still wet. So it's not bad. I think I fixed it. Was totally down before. So in paper mache we always can fix things. In this piece also I add the fabric and I add the pink paper side by side in the edges. Yeah? Okay. So now in what step I am right now is I'm going to choose this thing here. Okay, I'm going to more than work in this because sometimes everything takes time. So I don't want you when you are not really participating me actually in person. So I prefer explain what I'm going to do and film the process because in 1 hour really flies. Yes, 1 hour passes fast. So the thing I'm going to do is explain in what process I'm going to be right now. So do you remember when I show you the picture where are the puppets connected with the dress? Yeah, so part of the over there here, that one is a pipe. What pipe? What is the pipe? The pipe is I go to my favorite stores. Was a hardware store. Me gustan mucho las ferreterías. Y ahí en la ferretería encuentro el plastic pipe. This is a size 1 inch. So all the time, step by step, I need to think how I can assemble the part, the head to the body. Even it's going to be a puppet, it's very important when we design a puppet, it's super important design the way the puppeteer is going to feel comfortable. There are different ways to do this. I design the puppet, but at the same time, I perform the puppet. And that is the best way to check how comfortable the puppet is when we design something. But because I test in myself. But my experience in the Earth Celebration, where we work with volunteers, sometimes the volunteers, they don't know what I'm going to do on the parade. So they are really hoping to help in anything. So they are not really prepared for do this or this and another thing, or just carry flyers or carry a puppet. Even if there are some young people, they want to carry puppet, they don't have the experience. And I learned that even if I think, oh, but I can do it, I'm not young, and I can do it, and I can put 27 pounds in my bag and whatever. But I have to rethink about, I cannot expect everybody registered as a volunteer to feed a puppet can make in a comfortable way. So need a little practice. For next year, probably I will ask for a little more testing the puppet and try to each volunteer resolve the problem they have in their own puppet, because it's possible, but if they never have the problem, they cannot learn what to do. So reason why the first design of the puppet, which are a little more like I showed you, holding in a stick and put in the front in the front of the head, face, make a hole in the dress, is the easy way you can give to somebody in easy way. And I'm thinking for now, this is the best way I can design a puppet, especially because social distance is super important right now. So using a all complete body 3D dress is going to be complicated. So, but this one, imagine I'm going to tell the process of what I'm going to do just after finish the film today. Is I use this container. These are the container for salsa, tomato sauce. It's a small container. And this is a pipe, a plastic pipe. So that one is the way I do to connect the head to the container, and it's going to be very easy to assemble because I have to put like a screw here and connect it. That one I'm going to show in a video I can make it. But as soon you have the pipe over there, so I can show you that one. Okay, that side has the screw. I have to make a hole here to the pipe and make a hole in the container and attach, yes, all the container to the pipe through this screw. Yes. Now, but what happened? Where is going to be the container? So I have to work today in this part. So the container is going to be, with that part, is going to be around here. So first, the thing I do is all the time I have to figure out where is my 1/2 of the face. Yeah, it's going to be around here, and all the way to down here. Okay, because imagine. Okay, I'm going to do this thing here. Using tape is good. Okay. Okay. Imagine this is my 1/2. Yeah? And here is also in the bottom my 1/2. So what I have to do, I have to take a measure here, 1/2. This part of the container I have to put in here. This is not the thing I did last year. I did last year a 3D head, but I'm thinking if I do this or no. What is? But I think this is the best way to do now. And I will add in this part. I use a wire, so I have to make a hole in the top of the head and connect the container in here. After, if you put this in here, you need to be sure the pipe is going to be like that. Yes, it's going to be like that. Now, yeah. So all my work is testing all the time. So that one is in this way. Maybe that one is going to be good enough to hold the puppet here. But maybe I have to take a decision what to do, and you will see next during the week when I post or maybe I can leave probably one puppet and make here all the process. Another thing I can do is just make a circle in that part. You see the circle in that part in the bottom? That is another thing I'm going to decide if, because it's going to be, the pipe is going to be straight from the top to the bottom straight, and it's not going to move too much. It's going to be a better attached to the pipe. Because remember, people manipulate this, the puppet has to be moving. When we design, this year is not going to be possible probably, but the parade is a parade 5 hours. So that is a complicated. And also when we add the dress, it's a little heavier. And we all the time have to think about the balance of the piece. But especially because you have to manipulate too much. Another thing I'm going to do today is almost 1, but I'm going to use gesso here, and I have to add gesso to the top of the mask for many reasons. Yes, this is just a white color, so I have to go all the way here, and also I'm not sure if inside, but the gesso is very good sealant, and also gesso is always good to add before you paint, because if I paint over this color, it's going to be impossible not see the pink color. So when you cover with white, the paint, acrylic paint, works much better. and the color are um, looks beautiful, looks good. So it's 1:01 right now, and thank you very much to be alive with me, and see you next Saturday. And also I will post some of the work during the week. I hope you enjoy, and see you next week, and be safe, stay home, okay? Bye. I can have an accident if I don't take this off. Okay, friends, adios. I love you. Bye bye.